The only thing this gaggle of 535 of the richest, most powerful, welfare queens being paid on a government dime can agree on is that I can't watch fucking tiki-takis. Suck my...
And we don't need the Chinese owning anything that 170 million Americans use.
TikTok is now being banned in the UK. Next month, as of the 25th of February.
I'm a full-time TikToker who just signed a lease on a 3-bedroom apartment in Atlanta, Georgia, and now TikTok's gonna be banned and all my income's gonna be gone the day after my lease starts.
Yo, YouTube, what is good? It's your boy Tricks, and I'm finally back from my over a year break, super long hiatus, AWOL, whatever you want to call it. Yes, I did disappear, but there's a reason for it. A lot of things have happened over the year. I've got a new addition to the family, my baby daughter. She's now over 1 year old. With the channel, I was kind of losing love for what I was doing. Bear in mind, I appreciate all the support that I was getting, you know, from such a young channel, should I say. There's a lot of loyal fans, and I'm hoping that I've still got quite a lot of you. Hopefully I have, maybe I have, maybe I haven't. I don't blame you if you left, because I just literally just ditched the channel. But I also started to upload to my original channel, which I never really mentioned on here, but I'll put the link in the description to that if you want to go and follow it. It's a bit more personal. I do vlogs on there. I haven't uploaded up there in maybe about a month or so. Started doing short films. I wanted to rekindle, however you want to say it. I wanted to rekindle my old me, which is rap music. I do rap. I'm a rapper / singer, songwriter. I've been out of the game for a long while. We've moved house from a 1-bedroom flat into a 2-bedroom house, as you can see. And so yeah, a lot of things have happened, but I'm back. We back, baby. I've still been watching the creepy TikToks and all the other YouTubers out there that do it, that I'm a fan of, and some of them I'm like, I really enjoy watching the videos, but there's just some out there that I just think, yo, you're capping for the camera, man. You know, a lot of these videos are fake and they just act like they're not, and they don't question anything. So I just had this urge to get back on here and do that, like these ridiculously fake videos, and let's debunk them. I just wanted to get back on here. I still watch them videos myself, so I thought, why am I watching them again when I've got all the tools that I need to just do them videos myself? So I'm back. We doing this again. Maybe a little bit of a spin this time, because I don't really want to react to just creepy TikToks. I want to react to other things that happen in the world. This video is not going to be reacting to creepy TikToks. This video is going to be reacting to the whole TikTok ban. In England right now, it is still the 19th of January at 12 minutes past 11 p.m. and the Americans are back. That was short and sweet, but yo, we're gonna watch some of them videos and just give our take on it. Without further ado, let's get into this. I can imagine it if it was YouTube, because I spend so much time on YouTube every day, whether it's learning something new or uploading myself. I mean, click on the app and open it and it's just not there. I'd probably think, oh, well, you know, is what it is. I'd put the phone down, then I'd probably come and sit on my laptop, sit at my desk, load up the first website that I load up is YouTube, and it just won't allow me to go on there. Especially when you spend so much time on there, what it must have done to some people, that, you know, the whole everything. Just shows how attached we've become to things like social media or an app in general.
No. Okay. So you know how we stopped freaking out about TikTok being banned? I'm literally a little shaking. Yeah. Saturday. It's Friday. Guys, okay, this is literally serious. If you are an American citizen and you do not follow your favorite creators on other platforms like Instagram, YouTube, any other platform that they have connected to their TikTok, go follow them. I can't speak. I'm really keep it together. I love this platform so much. Because apparently we're toast. Like, actually. So I love you guys so much. Please go follow all your favorite creators on their other social media platforms. It would mean the world to us. I don't care if it's not even me, just your favorite creators. Go follow them, because we're not going to be here as soon as tomorrow. I love you guys. Bye.
This is what I'm talking about, yeah. It's clips like this that made me want to come back to reacting to these TikToks, because she's like, look at the header at the top. Trump vows to ban TikTok app from the US. And then, what does it say right there? The Associated Press posted July 31st, 2020. And I'm pretty sure he did say all that back then in 2020. But has, since his campaign to become president again, worked so well throughout TikTok. I don't know whether it's the rumor or whether it's the truth, but you know, what's going around is that he decided to turn that around and not ban it. And now he's fighting to keep it going for the American people. And it's like, what's she talking about? She capping, bruh. She out of here, man. Yeah, bye.
What is China actually gonna do with the data? How much processing power they're going to need just to sift through that data? If the American government is to be believed, which they've not only got all of the data from TikTok, but now they're getting straight Red Note app. I haven't heard China say anything about them wanting data. Everybody wants data. Do you remember Cambridge Analytica? That was UK. And that, I mean, Jesus, that was Facebook. Last time I checked, there wasn't some grand China conspiracy about them using data against us. So far, that's only been our own governments. What are they going to do with my data? Nothing. You can't make me buy shit because I don't have any money to begin with. It's not going to affect my political opinion because that's pretty set at this point. The only thing this app has ever done to me is made me probably more queer. Hey, is this a turning the frogs gay moment? The real reason it isn't because of politics, it's because they were making us all gay. Then through time there'll be less of us and China will win. This is some South Park freaking conspiracy bad guy stuff. It is actually happening.
Yo, she was too much. That laugh was it was getting to me. But yeah, all this talk about data and the Chinese government wanting our data. Yo, what about Facebook, man? How our data has been just sold and all the facts that came out about how our data has been used on Facebook. Come on, and you're trying to talk about TikTok. Get me on the Red Note app.
Call me a conspiracy theorist, but I think that TikTok sold to Meta, and here's why. With all of this ban going on, with the inauguration about to happen, with this random space appearing now on people's Instagrams, with the fact that when you log into Facebook, if you're in America, that you're getting this weird notification to update, I think that TikTok sold to Meta. I think that weird little space on Instagram is going to be some kind of new ability to tap right there going to Instagram. I think that Instagram's going dark for a little bit. Sorry, I think that TikTok is going dark for a little bit so that they can do all of these updates that they need to, and that they're going to announce that it's coming back. And I think that Trump is going to be praised for bringing back TikTok, but it's all just a big plan that all of these billionaires had, and we're all just being bamboozled. Am I crazy? If that actually happens, that is actually wild. That's wild.
She has been bamboozled, fam. Trust me. Nah, that didn't make sense, man. Let me go back to this. Wait, what did she say? Let's go back to what she said.
I think that weird little space on Instagram is going to be some kind of new ability to tap right there going to Instagram. I think that Instagram's going dark for a little bit.
This is it. This is what I'm saying. So why on earth would TikTok need to go dark in order to be sold to Meta? Why would TikTok need to go dark in order to be able to add a feature? Why would TikTok be going dark? To just sell the platform anyway. They would just announce it, wouldn't they? Yo, y'all are crazy, man. Y'all are capping, bro.
Bro, all the Americans are gone, by the way. Like, I'm not joking. I've just been on someone's live and it got shut down. Like, it just disappeared. It feels like I'm in Marvel and Thanos has just went and half the planet's disappeared. What the fuck is going on?
I'm a legend, Thanos.
It won't let me watch fucking TikTok on my iPad. Look.
Yo.
Sorry, TikTok isn't available right now. I'm in the UK, I'm not in the US. Oh my god.
What might happen there for her is, you know, like sometimes when you sign up to a new app or you sign up to something new, it automatically thinks you're in the US. Like when I made my YouTube account, you go into the settings and you change some of the settings and it's automatically in the US. So maybe that might happen to her.
Are now exposing the government, elites, and a lot of celebrities. For many people, the app is a source of income and influence. the ban will disrupt their livelihoods and ability to connect with their followers.
True.
A ban could lead to significant job losses, particularly among creators and influencers who rely on TikTok for their livelihood. TikTok contributed over $24 billion to the U.S. economy in 2023.
Crazy.
And a ban could have a ripple effect on the economy. Do you think that the ban on TikTok is really about silencing this unfiltered wave of information?
Something more to it, obviously.
The only thing all 535 members of fucking Congress can fucking agree on is to ban TikTok. That's it. That's the only thing. I heard him talking about raising the minimum wage. Can't fucking agree on that. Heard about talking about trying to keep prescription drug prices low for people. Nope, can't agree on that. I heard him talking about the border. Can't agree. Can't even agree where the fucking border is. But when it comes to banning TikTok, line up, buddies. Bring that fucking Instagram and Microsoft money down here. Line it up here in our lobby. Oh, let me heat it up. I'm gonna protect your privacy by banning TikTok. Don't you watch Risa Tisa? Don't you learn how to cook pasta right way? Don't you find out more about the history of this great nation? Don't you notice that this Congress, 250 years after the first Continental Congress convened in Philadelphia, has done less than any Congress in the history of this goddamn nation? No, the only thing this gaggle of 535 of the richest, most powerful, welfare queens being paid on a government dime can agree on is that I can't watch fucking tiki-talkies. Suck my...
Yo, tiki-talkies, man. That's what I call it. Tiki-talk. Crazy, crazy, crazy video.
Any concerns about Hamas regrouping?
This video was posted post-US ban by NBC 6 minutes ago on the 19th at 9:24 a.m. How is this fair? How is this fair? The US government is going to pull TikTok because of safety concerns and data breaches and take away the income of millions and millions of Americans, but they're going to let NBC post TikTok ban. How? How? Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Do you agree with the TikTok ban?
I do.
Why?
Well, the TikTok is owned by the Chinese government. And we don't need the Chinese owning anything that 170 million Americans use.
I think it's censoring free speech. I think it's a government overreach. I think it's intentional. It's not about national security.
Do you agree with the TikTok ban?
No, I don't.
Why?
I think it's a really valuable service for people. It's entertainment. It's also got a lot of information on TikTok. I love it. I use it all the time.
I don't think it should be banned. I think people should have a right to use whatever platform. I know there are risks. That's why I personally don't use it. But if you want it.
Yo, there's risks on every single app, website, everything we use, there's a risk. What are you talking about?
Use it. That's your choice.
I feel like the reason is what China's like stealing U.S. data, but
like, what are you talking about, dude?
I feel like if the proper regulations are in place, that wouldn't be happening.
What about the argument that China is stealing Americans' data?
Oh, I think that's true. I think that's true. You take that risk when you use TikTok. That's why I personally don't use it.
So it's a freedom issue for you?
It's a freedom issue, yeah.
U.S. is stealing our data too.
If we have basically a hostile foreign government using that, where do you draw the line? I'd rather draw it at free speech than giving all this data to our enemy. That's where I'm at.
I feel like all our data is already leaked everywhere. Like, I feel like I'm constantly getting calls from spam numbers and like those weird texts that are saying that your stuff is lost at some warehouse. So it's already leaked, I think.
What about the argument that the Chinese are stealing your data?
That's BS. We know that's not true.
To the guy at the very first clip, I'm sure it was this one. I had something to say, but I didn't say it.
We don't need the Chinese owning anything that 170 million Americans use.
A lot of things are owned in China. A lot of things are made in China. About the iPhone that you've got, I'm sure it was made in China, or some parts came from China, or the Samsung, or the, Android phone, whatever phone that you're using. I think that guy just did not like China. I actually love China and Chinese people. all Asian people.
The UK government has said there are no plans for a US-style TikTok ban in the United Kingdom. A block on the app is set to come into force in America on Sunday. Last April, President Joe Biden signed a law which gave TikTok a deadline of January 19th to separate its US business from its China-based parent company, ByteDance. The company's control of TikTok is seen as a national security threat by the US government. TikTok lost a last-ditch legal bid this week to have a ban declared as unconstitutional on free speech grounds. They went to the US Supreme Court, who rejected the appeal and upheld the ban. Despite there being no plans for a UK ban of the app, creators have expressed concern about what the move in the US could mean for their viewership and income. A UK government spokesperson said, "This is a matter for the US government. There are no plans to introduce a TikTok ban in the UK. We engage with all major social media companies to understand their plans for ensuring the security of UK data and to ensure they meet the high data protection and cybersecurity standards we expect." Follow for more.
We'll see how long that's about to last.
We're also going to ban the use of TikTok on government devices. We will do so with immediate effect. Mr. Speaker, this is a precautionary move. We know that there is already limited use of TikTok across government, but it is also good cyber hygiene. Given the particular risk around government devices which may contain sensitive information, it is both prudent and proportionate to restrict the use of certain apps, particularly when it comes to apps where a large amount of data can be stored and accessed. This ban applies to government corporate devices within ministerial and non-ministerial departments, but it will not extend to personal devices for government employees or ministers or the general public. That is because, as I have outlined, this is a proportionate move based on a specific risk with government devices. We will also be putting in place specific, very limited exemptions for the use of TikTok on government devices where it is required for operational reasons. Those exemptions will only be granted by security teams on a case-by-case basis, with ministerial clearance provided as appropriate. Overall, this approach aligns with action taken by allies, including the United States, Canada, and the EU. Mr. Deputy Speaker, our security must always come first.
Wonder when that video was.
The TikTok ban has completely backfired on America. All of the Americans have genuinely gone and done something absolutely amazing. So the US government decides that TikTok is a national security threat and is far too dangerous to continue, right? So what do the Americans do? Well, this is Red Note, which is apparently Chinese TikTok, and this is it trending as #1 social media app. I've been on it, I've had a look. Everyone's been really nice to each other, which is odd because this is the internet. Everyone has been really welcoming to the new users, and apparently the developers have been working overtime to translate it all into English. So let's get this straight. TikTok is being banned in the US because they don't like that it's Chinese owned. The reason they don't like it is because if something is Chinese owned, the government are technically allowed access to that data whenever they want. So what do the Americans do? They say, F that, I'm going to cut out the middleman and give my data directly to China through a completely separate app. And the best part is it's completely backfired on the US government because American citizens and Chinese citizens are getting along really well. They're not the scary Chinese enemy anymore. They're sharing cat memes and talking about Taylor Swift. Honestly, it's absolutely wild, and I love seeing a plan like this come together.
Yo, I might have to download that app myself.
TikTok is now being banned in the UK next month as of the 25th of February. I'm not sure how to feel about this, guys, because TikTok in the UK has become a platform where we can speak to people all over the country, all over the world. And I guess people have become, or TikTok has become a family. It unites us all, and it's a very sad day for our Brits. And if TikTok does get banned, guys, I just want to say that it's been a good ride, and I've enjoyed your company and the Gen X trend, and I'm glad that you enjoy watching my videos, and I appreciate every one of you. And I'll see you on the other side, guys.
Yo, you gotta love people that just jump on the bandwagon straight away. The man's talking about TikTok being banned in the UK like it's literally been banned in the UK on the 19th of January. I mean, this guy's making his goodbye video a whole month ahead. He could be right, but he's saying it like it's tomorrow. Bro, chill, man.
Do you see how quickly they got rid of TikTok? An application across an entire country has gone dark, to the point where even their VPNs can't get them back on. The question was posed by James Baldwin: how much time does it take for your progress? And governments across the world will tell us change doesn't happen overnight. You can't snap your fingers and make the world a better place. How much time do you want for your progress? Well, it's taken a night. That is why for things that actually matter, for the issues that are affecting our livelihoods day in and day out, we cannot give up hope. We cannot lose our voices. Because change is possible. Change can and will happen. But we cannot lose our voice. And we cannot lose sight of what's actually just happened here. And what may happen once Trump gets into office.
Bro's deep with it. Bro was deep with it. I mean, he's not lying though.
Well, that didn't last long. And welcome back, American TikTokers. The app is back online in the US, TikTok thanking Donald Trump for providing the necessary clarity and assurance to their service providers that they'll face no penalties because of this ban. Trump had said he's going to issue an executive order on Monday, effectively delaying the ban for a few months. We don't know quite how that's going to end up. He has talked about some sort of joint venture where an American company would have a stake in TikTok US, but that's going to have to be worked out. So this isn't to say that TikTok is back forever, but it's certainly back now. TikTok said it's a strong stand for the First Amendment and against arbitrary censorship. And they're going to work with Donald Trump to find this long-term solution to keep TikTok in the US. But for now, welcome back, American TikTokers. I know there's a lot of bad taste. I don't know how many people will come back. But it's good that you've got the opportunity to come back if you do want to come back.
Yo, bad taste, but bad taste fade, bro. You know, when there's money involved and people's livelihoods and businesses, they're coming back, trust me.
America's TikTok ban is not about national security. It's about the fact that TikTok as a platform fundamentally challenges one of the principles of modern America. And that is the principle that as much money as possible should be concentrated in the hands of as few people as possible. America is an oligarchy, which means that it is run exclusively for the benefit of the wealthy. This is not the platform of Jeff Bezos's Amazon, which means that there's one shop for the entire world and all of the profits get concentrated in the hands of one impossibly rich individual. This is the platform of TikTok Shop, which allows small businesses to reach their market directly and means that the profits are shared across thousands of people all over the world. This is not the platform of Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook, which wants you to generate all of the content, even though it will never give you a penny for generating that content. This is the platform of the Creator Reward Program, which means that income gets shared among thousands of people who are each able to earn a living just by making videos on TikTok. This is not the platform of Elon Musk's Twitter. I'm not calling it X, that's a stupid name. Where one billionaire is able to put his opinions at the top of your newsfeed and constantly tell you what to think. This is the platform of democratic communication, where people from all over the world are able to have direct conversations with each other without a billionaire inserting himself in the middle of those conversations. This is the platform where performers can put their art out into the world and let the audience decide if it has value, instead of having to impress a music company executive or a film producer. Solidarity between the working and middle classes is the only way to create a fairer and more equal society. The most dangerous thing for oligarchs and tyrants is when ordinary people speak to each other.
It's probably about one of the only things in that whole video that I agreed with, because even TikTok, in a sense, somewhere down the line has got its algorithm, maybe, you know, power plays within the algorithm to make sure that specific creators are seen more than others. Yo, how could you possibly say all that and not really truly know the facts of what really goes on? You know?
I believe that, yeah, one of the main reasons TikTok has been banned is there's a threat of the ban or the force of the sale is because they don't want it to be in the hands of a place where they can't have the other side of the story come out,
Well,
whether it be about
yeah.
Palestine or about
they'll
anything.
say- no, the cover story, the reason they claimed at first that they were trying to ban it was because of China. But it really wasn't until the war broke out in Gaza that this pressure kind of started mounting. TikTok has just been dominated by, you know, anti-Israel, kind of critical of this war. That's where a lot of the young people are seeing all the images of like the Palestinian babies dying and stuff.
The kids, like people like begging for food and stuff like that. A lot of like the ICC when they tried to condemn Netanyahu, that was loose on there. I don't know if I buy the Chinese thing or not, because to me it's like, aren't all these apps like, all of them seem like they're foreign to me.
Yeah.
Like they're.
And what difference does it make? I mean, I just, you know, I know people were giving me shit because I said something about this on Piers Morgan's show the other day, but you know, they were trying to make it out like it was the topic was about how Mark Zuckerberg just announced that he's going to let people talk on Facebook again or whatever. And you know, someone was arguing with me that like, well, the US government has to like have these conversations with Facebook because all of these foreign governments are trying to propagandize us. And I'm just like, I don't know, after the last few years, how are you going to tell me that that DC should get in charge because other people are trying to lie to us? Like, all of the most blatant, most consequential lies have come from my own government. So like, I just don't get worked up over this, like Iran is trying to propaganda.
I agree.
Okay, so like, tell me, when was the last time Iran had like an effective propaganda campaign that actually, you know, like led to something in America? Okay, well, my own government had this country, like literally had people like cutting family members out of their lives because they didn't take a vaccine.
Yeah, and the
Like,
Russiagate
shut up
hoax.
about these, yeah, the Russiagate. You literally sat here, all you
For
guys,
4 years,
and literally told us that what, if true, would have been the biggest story in the history of the United States.
Nothing
of
true
America.
at all.
But imagine if it were true. Like, you were making the claim that the sitting president of the United States of America is involved in a conspiracy with a hostile foreign power. It was all bullshit.
Yo, wild video.
It's just like, why would they take this app from the girls? Like, if you wanted to take it from the boys, not the girls. I cannot stop crying because I am pregnant, but I guess it's finally time to... It's time to say goodbye. And I'm not even trying to cry, but because I'm so pregnant, I'm so emotional. You guys. I was in denial and I was simply being delusional and I was just pretending like nothing's gonna happen. People are gonna just laugh at me because they're like, why is she crying over an app together? What's happening? I don't think people truly understand. I don't even think you guys... I can't. You guys are seriously the coolest people, like... the coolest people ever, the smartest people ever, the funniest people ever, the prettiest people ever. Like, you guys are the best. Like, you... I've tried to film this like 20 times and every single time I start I'm not even trying to cry, but the pregnancy emotions along with my actual real emotions are just... I think you guys understand, like... I can't even take myself seriously, but this may very well be my last video on this app, so we're gonna get through it. I literally just love you guys. Like, I feel like I'm going through a friendship breakup and I'm losing all my friends. I just love you guys. Even all my mutuals, like, you guys are so funny, so smart, so pretty.
Couldn't take any more of that.
For all of those that want to save TikTok in America, vote for Trump. The other side's closing it up. But I'm now a big star on TikTok. We even have TikTok Jack, and we're setting records. We're not doing anything
Records like you've never seen before.
with TikTok, but the other side's going to close it up. So if you like TikTok, go out and vote for Trump.
So it seems like that was the shortest ban for Americans when it comes to TikTok. So the statement from TikTok has come out saying, in agreement with our service providers, TikTok is in the process of restoring service. We thank President Trump for providing the necessary clarity and assurance to our service providers that they will face no penalties, providing TikTok to over 170 million Americans. So it seems like TikTok is back. Now, I already saw some posts on X of people saying that TikTok was back for them in America. So it'll be interesting to see if we see some of those creators that were saying their goodbyes and all the rest of it, whether they will be back doing their content and how quickly we will see them posting their videos. So for all you people that love American content creators, you love the content that they make, or maybe some of your favorite content creators are from over the pond, you'll be happy to know that their content will more than likely be coming back, as Trump seems like he saved TikTok in a way that he said that he would do. He said that he would extend it by 90 days and the rest of it. So let's just see how long this lasts for. Is this here to stay? But American TikTok seems like it's back. Tell me your thoughts in the comments.
I don't think Trump saved TikTok. I think he saved Americans. I think he saved creators, and I think he saved their money. And, you know, we all know Trump's a businessman at heart. He cares about business and he cares about businesses. So if you ask me, Trump saved, yeah, maybe he saved the TikTok business, but he's also saved people's businesses throughout TikTok. But extended for 90 days, it doesn't seem very promising, does it?
Show of hands, who thinks Facebook has something to do with the TikTok ban? I think Mark Zuckerberg he losing bad. Losing in the polls, Facebook. Them other social media sites was jealous. Who thinks that was the case? Let me know what y'all think in the comments, but I think there was more to it than that. And that was an awfully short ban. Awfully short ban. Something be such a big deal and last all of I don't even know, maybe 3-4 hours or whatever it was from the time I seen that it was canceled this morning. This is just my opinion, but I think Facebook has something to do with the TikTok ban.
So we are officially back into TikTok, and we already have an entire slew of conspiracies to go over already. So yeah, 3 hours back after the lifting of the TikTok ban, and people are coming up with these crazy wild conspiracies that Meta has purchased TikTok. So in this video, we're going to talk about why they think that and how it would be impossible for us not to know if Meta purchased TikTok. Let's go. So one of the signs that people are pointing to is the fact that Facebook now has an official account here on TikTok, which is a pretty flimsy argument because Instagram has had one for a year now. I mean, all this proves is that Facebook has officially jumped onto the TikTok wagon because they know they are a bit outdated. And they realize they're going to have a 90-day minimum to advertise their platform here on TikTok. Now, one of the main reasons we know TikTok has not been purchased by Meta is this right here. Antitrust and monopoly laws that create crazy regulation when it comes to a company this size purchasing another social media app. Plus that, many other things, and the fact that they would have to be very transparent about this for shareholders, there's no chance that Meta could ever purchase TikTok, basically. Especially that quick. Now, another argument that was made was the fact that they shut down for such a little amount of times that they believe they switched over to Meta's servers versus TikTok's servers. Which, if you know anything about server migration, that is not going to be a couple hours. That is going to be years of work, especially on this scale. So there you guys go, and it is good to be back. Stay tuned for more debunkings. For more information about cons, scams, whatever, make sure to follow the journey. Super excited to be back. Absolutely. But yeah, absolutely, Meta did not purchase TikTok, nor will they ever. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Breaking news. Here's how TikTok is back, according to TikTok. About an hour after the app became accessible again, TikTok put out a message saying, quote, "Thanks for your patience and support. As a result of President Trump's efforts, TikTok is back in the U.S. You can continue to create and discover all the things you love on TikTok." Furthermore, in a statement earlier today, Donald Trump said that he would, quote, "extend the period of time before the law's prohibitions take effect so that we can make a deal to protect our nation's security." With that, he said he will sign a 90-day reprieve for TikTok to sell to someone at least 50% in the U.S. As of yesterday, Saturday, a U.S. search engine, Perplexity AI, submitted a bid on TikTok. More than it being a bid, they said it would actually be a merge. They said Perplexity would merge with TikTok US and create a new entity combining the merged company with other partners. Furthermore, Perplexity's new proposal would allow for most of ByteDance's existing investors to retain their equal stakes. When TikTok was asked regarding this issue, they did not respond. The company said it believes that its bid may succeed since the proposal is more of a merger rather than a sale. To stay up to date on this case, make sure you click the playlist below. I'll keep you guys updated. What do you think? Drop in the comments.
I don't know how many times I've looked at TikTok and it keeps saying the same thing. I can't use it. Sweetheart, everything's going to be fine. It's going to come back up within hours. Okay, what am I supposed to do in the meantime, Mom? Oh, I need to add. What do I need to get? Lemonade? Red Note? You need to trust me. I told you I contacted the Supreme Court. Okay, I talked to the Supreme Court manager, all right? And I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to come back up. Just trust your mama. Okay, well, in the meantime, Mom, what do I do? What do I do? There's nothing for me to do. I can't do anything. I don't want to do anything because I don't know what else to do because I'm always on TikTok all the time. There's nothing else for me to do, Mom. You need to trust me. That's what you need to do. Period.
Hey, Liz, you want me to make you breakfast?
Leave me alone. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's working. It's working. What did I tell you? You gotta trust your mama. Okay? Because I was the one who did this. For all the 170 million, I can't even talk right now. I'm so mad. The 170 million Americans. It was me that made TikTok come back. Because anything for my baby girl and 170 million TikTokers. Period. Pronto.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist. However, TikTok is now banned in the US. And
Unbanned.
TikTok was relied on by so many millions of people for their livelihood, for their business. And
Correct.
if TikTok gets banned, where do you think all those businesses and all those people are then going to turn to? Because it's been made out that this whole reason for the ban is because of data and data being sold. But aren't all the other social media platforms doing exactly the same thing? So if TikTok gets banned, where do then all those people flood to? Isn't it just all the other social media platforms?
Now that it's sunk in and I've kind of calmed down, anybody else like... Huh? What's going on?
I'm a full-time TikToker who just signed a lease on a 3-bedroom apartment in Atlanta, Georgia, and now TikTok's going to be banned and all my income's going to be gone the day after my lease starts. So let's talk about what's going to happen and what's going to happen to a lot of creators who are in a similar position. First, before I talk about my lease, did you know that there are over 7 million US businesses on TikTok and they're going to lose over $300 million in revenue immediately after TikTok is gone? These are your neighbors. These are not influencers. These are not people in LA. These are your neighbors trying to start something small. Your friend that sells lashes. Your friend that's trying to start a candle company. It's those people. Now, what's going to happen to me? Because also this lease that I live in now is going to overlap with that one. So I'm going to be paying 2 leases for a little bit just because that's the best way it could work out. And the cheapest moving quote I've gotten was $2,200. And I have a 2025 car that I just bought. So like, what am I going to do, right? Well, I'm probably going to lose everything. They're probably going to have to seize my assets. Like they might take the... Girl, please. None of that's going to happen. There's going to be a major shift likely from what I'm seeing from TikTok to Meta platforms. And they're already rolling out new monetization programs to help adjust with this and a bunch of TikTok creators that will have to shuffle over there. And yes, that includes people like me and also people like stay-at-home moms, single fathers that are using TikTok as supplemental income. Now, should I be scared about my situation specifically because I'm putting a lot of money on the line and risking everything? Yes, but I'm just not. I don't know. I feel something on my chest, just like an unwavering sense of peace through all of this, that no matter what happens, even if it does get bad, even if I do fall through on this lease because my income will be gone in one day, I feel like it's going to be fine. I'm smart, I'm intelligent, I'm capable, and so many of us on here are on here because we are that, including you, the viewer. Like, I feel like all of us will be okay in this truly, and maybe I'm crazy for saying that. With almost 250,000 followers on TikTok and not even 10K on any other platform, yeah, it will hit me hard, but I feel I'll be okay. So if you want to watch clearance deals, if you want to know how to save money, if you want to know the best hidden gems in different areas, and you want to see just general exploring blogs, hauls, go ahead and go to my Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. The users are on the screen. They're all linked in my bio as well. That'll be a little easier. And if you leave a follow on there, it'll be greatly appreciated. It definitely won't give me enough like money to where I'll be okay through this, but I'm gonna figure it out, guys. I promise you. And lastly, if this is the last week that I'm on here with you guys, I just want to say thank you so much. I really appreciate how you guys have changed my life and the lives of so many people around me, how we've poured back into communities. We gave so much for recently Hurricane Helene, Cajun Navy, and even the Palisade fires. I just was able to donate a good chunk of money to the Palisade Humane Society. So I'm just very grateful for all of y'all, and I want to keep growing so we can continue giving back. I don't necessarily care about the number in my checking or savings. I want to keep having this impact that I'm having. So if you could follow all my other platforms for that reason, I would greatly appreciate it, and I'll see y'all on the other side.
No, if you ask me, that was the correct way to handle losing your TikTok account. Yeah, not crying on the screen. And I get it, it's an emotional time. You're really tied to the app. You're really tied to your followers, and you're tied to the money and everything that changed your life. But yo, that is how you deal with this adversity. You say face it head on and figure it out. Just get onto the next app, get onto the next platform where the monetization is available. YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. But now TikTok's back. They're gonna go back to how it was, and probably most people won't attack the Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube at all. They'll just be so happy that TikTok's back and just go back to that. And if it does get banned, then it's going to be the same thing all over again, crying to your camera, and I don't know. But I get it. I feel for you. Anyway, I think that's going to be all from me. My first video back in a long time. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button for me. It gets the video out there to more people like yourself. If this is the first time seeing this channel, hit the subscribe button and join the family. And let me know in the comments what you thought about these videos. Let me know what you thought about the whole TikTok ban in general. Let me know if you got banned, if you're from the US and you experienced the ban, and what your first thoughts were. Let me know what you'd like to see next. I appreciate you for staying all this way through the video. I also appreciate you for sticking around and not unsubscribing from the channel, regardless of how long I was gone. I'm gonna make sure I stick around this time. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.